In the book, Behind the Beautiful Forevers capitalizes on many third world problems in India, one of which is forced marriage. Because of the circumstances that many families face, the youth of India are often pressured into marriage at a young age to try to gain advantages like social status, health, and financial gain. An example of this in the book was with Zaranisa, worrying about her children being married to people of higher status. She wants her children to have better lives and to be able to provide for their future families. Zaranisa feels that the best way to attain this goal is through marriage. This is not uncommon at all in India. In fact, around 90% of marriages in India are arranged marriages.
Women are not the only victims when it comes to forced marriage. Young men are often victims of forced marriage as well, but do not report it to the police. The youth of India and many other places are weighed down by the stress of forced marriage. In Behind the Beautiful Forevers, Abdul is a young man that dreams of a better life for his family. Because of this, he stresses about his future and his present family. While most boys Abdul's age in America are worrying about their future education, Abdul worries of providing for his family and fulfilling his mother's wishes of him getting married to someone of wealth.
Since the pressure to marry is so high, parents arrange marriages as soon as possible without their sons' or daughters' consent. This happened to Kekashin, having been arranged to her cousin when she was only 2 years old. Marriages like this often do not work out for either of the individuals. Kekashin is found stuck in a marriage with a man who is cheating on her and has no interest in her. However, she is unable to leave the marriage because she would be seen as unvirtuous, making her unappealing and unwanted. Although she runs away from her husband, she is still stuck with the preconceived judgments that others have labeled her with. Through these judgments and trials set before her, she has talked of suicide with her best friend Meena.
Meena was arranged to marry a man she did not love at the age 15. She used to be beaten by her mother, father, and brother. She felt there was no way to escape the life she was forced upon. She feels there is only one option. As quoted by the book, ending her life was one decision about her life she got to make. This doesn't just occur in India. In Turkey, the suicide rate is higher in young women than young men, and the causative factors for young women include forced marriage and young marriage age.
A lot of women face what Meena faced. Many women have been beaten by their husbands in a forced marriage. A New Delhi psychotherapist says she finds more abuse in arranged marriages than in love marriages. Since so many women have to deal with the beatings of their husbands in the book Behind the Beautiful Forevers, they band together and threaten to burn themselves if they continue to get beat. Through this, the women of Andiwandi find courage against the abusive relationships they have been forced into. Another woman from India was forced to marry a man she has never met before, besides seeing him in a picture. A few months after the marriage, her husband began beating her. She was never told that he possesses a bad temper or had abusive parents when he was younger.
Sometimes the women being forced into arranged marriages are also forced into working jobs with poor hours and conditions in order to provide for their family. This happens when the husband they have been forced to marry does not work or cannot work because he is either lazy, alcoholic, or various other reasons.
As you can see, forced marriage has many negative effects on the young women. Many of the relationships are very abusive, and this is damaging to the women's mental, emotional, and physical health. As mentioned before, many women find suicide to be their only option and feel empowered by being able to make a choice about their lives for a change. This is obviously a heavy and serious topic that needs to be addressed. If forced marriages were less common, many women would be saved and would live happier, healthier lives. For example, since Manju was not forced to marry against her will, she was able to go to college and pursue her dreams.